Hey guys, so this look today is using all drugstore products because I think it is important for a cheaper alternative than the higher end prices and all those types of products, and these are great alternatives and they're easily accessible and affordable. So if you guys like this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, so now I know that there's a difference between my face and my body, but the reason being is that I exfoliate, I wear makeup, so my face is a lot lighter than my body, and if I did tan my face, it would just come off in like little splotches due to the fact that I'm like exfoliating all the time. So I don't do that, but I'll show you how I do match. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my Maybelline Master Primer, and this is the one, the Blur and Illuminate. So I'm just going to take this, and it comes out like super like tiny, and I'm not going to mess around. So I'm going to go ahead and take a beauty blender, and I take like the butt end of it. I know that might be a little weird, but I take the butt end, and I'm just going to rub it all in. I should have done this before, but I'm just going to go ahead and like clip back my hair because obviously I was fussing with it, and I should have done that in the beginning. I might look ridiculous. I understand. Okay, so now I'm going to take this foundation, and this foundation is the Maybelline Fit Me, and this is the Matte Poreless, and this is in the shade 228 Soft Tan. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I do pour this like on my brush. I'm just going to paint my face with it. Basically all that I'm doing is just smearing this in circular motions in some spots and like up, down, and others. And I'm just covering my entire face. Somebody said that this was really similar to the MAC Studio finish. So, well, if it's like $6, let me try it. And I really do think it's great coverage. I really do like it a lot. And I do go down my neck a little bit. So my next step is I'm going to contour, and I've been using this for years, and it is my go-to, and it is in Toffee 330. It is the Maybelline Fit Me little cream stick. So how I place this is I just do like a little rainbow thing on my forehead, and I go like a little crazy with this, only because now that like this is kind of darker, I even use this when I'm like pale. So I go a little bit more heavy with it when I have my darker complexion. Using my beauty blender, I'm going to take one of my designated sides for this specific color, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat it all in. And then I do blend this like little neck contour down the side of my neck. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to take the same beauty blender for the next thing, but I'm now going to highlight my under eyes and all that kind of stuff, and I'm using the Master Concealer by Maybelline, and the shade is 10. Now, a lot of people do go crazy with how they do their eyes, like they're like, I really don't, and I don't know if that's because I want to like save as much product as I can, or if it's just because like when I do that, literally my whole face, everything that I just contoured is now taken away by this. So I just prefer to kind of not go as crazy. I mean, that's just a personal preference of mine, but others will tell you different, but that's not what I like. Like I said, it does become too much off my face. I take whatever I have like remaining, and I even like scoop it off the chin, and I put it right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and take just a little bit, because it again will go all over my forehead, because I don't think my forehead's that big. I don't know, you can tell me differently, I guess. Just like a squirt. So cute. And then a little bit, ew, did you see that? Okay, on the nose, not much, because it's all gonna go to the same place. then I'm going to take the other side of my beauty blender, and I like to start with like the top of my forehead, and you guys can see like that this is actually doing enough damage with not so much. So that's what I personally like. And then I go down my nose. I think this concealer is really, really great. I literally was looking for a cheap concealer a long time ago, and I picked this one up just because I've been using like that contour stick by Maybelline, and it was literally right above it in Target. So I thought I'll try this one, and let me tell you guys, I fell in love, and I think this is like the best like concealer ever. I really do. And then I'm just gonna go under my eyes and like blend that all out. Do you guys put the remainder on your eyelid? I do. Okay. When I feel like happy with my coverage, I'm gonna go ahead and stop, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my E.L.F. loose powder. This is sheer, and that's like exactly what it says. It's sheer, and it looks like this, just like a little container. So now I'm going to open it, and I just set the concealer that I just did under my eyes. So I'm going to take my beauty blender again, and I just dip it in. And I'm just going to like loosely put on just like a little bit of powder. To me, a little bit of powder. I just put it on like literally where I applied the under eye concealer. Okay, so the next step is I am taking the Maybelline, a lot of this is Maybelline, they're good. Okay, the Maybelline Dream Powder, and this is in the color 85, Sun Beige. So also a technique that I found when I do end up using this, I don't use a lot. Like I take my brush, I'm just gonna like dab a little bit and sometimes even blow excess off. And then I'm just gonna pat it into my face. And I do like this powder a lot too. I think it covers nicely, and it doesn't have like a smell to it, and it's affordable, right? All these things are super affordable. And then I do go over my eyelids with it, just like the remaining powder. And I'm going to pat my forehead, and this is just to matte and like cover everything that we just did, to blend it all together and make it look like one. I'm going to go ahead and now apply another coat of the E.L.F. sheer powder. So again, I'm going to dip my beauty blender in. I'm just going to put a layer over the layer that I originally had. And I do go kind of high up on this, but nothing like too crazy, but I know it looks crazy, so maybe a little crazy. But the end result's okay. Okay, once I'm happy with the coverage and how cute my under eyes look, I'm going to take some and put it under like my chin and like go like by my jawline. Now I officially look like I'm like Santa Claus. It is almost December, so you know it's fitting. So the next step I'm going to move on to is my eyebrows. And I'm just going to comb them out. So hopefully you guys can see me comb them out, but there's no technique to it, just a little bristle brush. And I just comb up. There's going to be two things in this video that are not drugstore. But one is going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow dip. Dip brown. And it is in dark brown. So I feel like everyone does their eyebrows a little differently. I like to use the dip brow throughout the entire brow. Some people like to use like a pencil. Again, it's just a preference. I use the whole like dip brow as the liner of my eyebrow and also to just fill it in. And now go ahead and do the same to the other eye. So now that our eyebrows are done, the next thing I'm going to do is, now this is actually another item that is not drugstore. It is the Benefit, I have no idea, honestly. I sold this from my sister's room a long time ago. I just found it. And at the time I was like trying like the white eyeliner. It's an off-white, like a cream. But I do use this now for under my brows as like that brow bone. But you could substitute it with a white eyeliner. And I have done that in the past. I just do prefer this. So unfortunately, this is by Benefit and it is not a drugstore item, but you can use an alternative like a drugstore white eyeliner pencil and it will do the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and I literally just go under my eyebrow. And I don't blend this in yet because what I have noticed is like if I do blend this in, it kind of becomes hard to move and actually sticky. So when I let it sit on my face for longer, the like heat in my face warms it up so that it's actually like a lot easier to move and blend. And so I do just leave that. I literally picked this up. I did not think anything of it, and it is amazing. And it is the Milani face powder. It is a bronzer, and it is in medium tan, and the number is 06. And let me tell you guys, I honestly, personal preference, think this works a lot better than the Hulu, and that is my opinion. And I can tell you I will be buying and buying and buying this particular one forever. I don't know, until another one comes along. I don't know. But I really do love this, and I've used it, you know, I just picked it up the other day, and I'm like in love with it, and I actually love using it because I think the color is so nice, and I think it applies so nice, and like it blends so nice. I just really, oh my gosh, I really like this. So just like another to share with you guys where the Hulu bronzer was $29, and this, I'll list all the prices and the items that I used down below, but I have a feeling it was like $7, $8, and I think it works even better, so, you know, you can't beat that. The next thing I'm going to do is now I'm actually going to rub in this, so maybe it can actually come closer to you guys. Just kidding, I'll come closer later. And I'm just going to rub this in, and sitting there, it literally flows so much better. So you can see, like, yes. And now we're going to go ahead and move on into the actual eyeshadow look. So what I'm going to be using, and literally I feel like this video, hashtag not sponsored, but was brought to you by Maybelline and Milani. Milani is my new thing. I was always, let me tell you, at the drugstore, I didn't look, I just knew Maybelline because that was like literally the first shelf, and they have a whole aisle, and it was just the biggest one and the one that was in your face. So I always was a Maybelline go-to drugstore user, and I just discovered Milani. And let me tell you guys, this literally is also like a first impression because I used this the other day, and that's what inspired me also to make this video for you guys. But it is the Milani, it is the 05 Earthy Elements, and it is for everyday eyes, which it really is because I do use this a lot now, but I did only get it like 2 days ago. But I'm like obsessed with it, and let me tell you, Milani's products are amazing. They really are, and I'm really excited that I actually discovered that brand. They seem really high-end, to be honest. So I'm going to use the brush that it came with, and I'm actually going to use this like orangey, burnt orange color, and I'm going to go ahead and take like the flatter ends of this brush that it comes with and just kind of sweep it. So what I do is then I like kind of like as if it was a cat eye, instead of using tape because I don't want to use tape, make my own straight line. Can you believe it? Your own straight line. And then I'm going to go ahead and take, and do you guys see how like pigmented this is? I mean, yes, I only made a line, but it's super pigmented. And I will list the prices below, but I can tell you this was like less than $10 and a bunch of colors and super pigmented, like fabulous product, let me tell you guys. And then I'm just going to kind of go like that. And I mean, I'm not even putting a lot of pressure on my brush or anything. And it is just fabulous. And then I'm just going to kind of go in like that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take that brush again. I'm just going to blend like a little bit, or put more color in, and then I'm going to blend. And I'm just going to focus it more like this eye on the outer corner. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush that I use for blending, and I'm going to just dip in a little bit of the color. I'm just going to blend out what I've done. I'm then going to go ahead and take this other color that's right next to it, basically a matte brown, and I'm going to go ahead and same with that blending brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and focus that only in my outer corner. I dropped my brush, it's okay. The outer corner. So it's basically going right on top of that orange. Okay, so then my next step is going to be, I'm done using this palette for right now, and then I picked up this, ooh, I almost dropped it, the individual Milani. I thought this was so pretty because I was really into like golds and oranges when I was purchasing these items. So this was like $3 and something. And it is 22, number 22, and it is the Bella Gold Metallic. And these are a gel powder eyeshadow. And if you guys can see how gorgeous this is, like so beautiful, you guys. It's really pretty, so it was a must. So on the other side of the brush that the palette came in, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of swirl this around and just place right on my lid. And this stuff also is super pigmented so that you guys can see. So pretty. Milani stuff is really great. These are really great alternatives, you guys. Take what you want, take what you like, but preference, amazing stuff. Everything that I've used, I really do love it, and a lot of them are now going to be my honest go-tos all the time for my everyday look. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. So that you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. So those are going to be the eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a little more of the burnt orange in that Milani palette, and I'm just going to take that blending brush and I'm just going to put a hint more orange in there. Just pack it in a little bit more, nothing really crazy. And again, I'm focusing that on the outer portion of my eye, and that's just to blend all the colors together again. I'm going to move on. I've had this for a super long time, and at the time this was $1. I think they increased their price. It might be $3 now, but this was the E.L.F. Black Liquid Eyeliner. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a wing. So when I was thinking of mascara, I thought, let me think back in the day when I went to middle school and what I used. And I used their yellow mascara, like 9X, and in black, because I was thinking, I always got compliments on my eyelashes. My eyelashes are very long, but I was always getting compliments like, oh, I thought you were wearing fake eyelashes. Are you wearing fake eyelashes? And I was like, no, this is a mascara. So they obviously still have it. And it is this one. It is the Colossal Volume Express, and it is the one in the yellow with the purple writing and purple little accent along the top, and it is in the 9X. They sell it in 7X and 9X. And when I also was looking at prices, I believe this one was like $2 cheaper than a lot of their other mascaras. So that's fabulous. So this is the wand. Now I'm going to go ahead and coat my lashes. Okay, so I'm just going to move forward so you guys can see what's happening. And that is just with 2 coats. It's not 2 coats, obviously, but like for me, it's 2 coats. I know I'm just gonna do 3rd coat of the mascara, and how well it really does stick to the lashes, forms the lashes to be bold and big and all that kind of stuff. So love that. I really, really do. This is a really nice mascara. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put that away. And now I don't have to look crazy, you guys. I don't have to look crazy for you guys. I feel really bad. So I'm going to go ahead and now wipe off this little beard I have going on. And then do like the other half of my nose, and wherever I feel just needs to be tightened up, I'm going to go ahead and tighten that up. Okay, then going back in with that brush, I'm just going to continue to blend my contour out on my cheekbones. So now my next step is going to be blush, and I'm super upset when I picked this blush up. I really thought that it was going to be that pinky blush that I've been searching for forever. It is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. This is what it looks like, and guys, this is just a preference. It is in 05 Fresh Pink. I hate it. It does not say anywhere that it is a cream. Only on the back, and I was not reading the back. It should be in the front. Like literally, if I like show you guys, like look at this, and I could like touch it, and it like is like gel. It's literally like gel. Super weird. And I like dipped my brush into it and ruined my brush. So I just like smear my finger on it, take some product, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this in. Now I will not be purchasing this blush again. I might even go pick up a new blush instead, but I think this was $6, so I'm kind of mad at myself. But don't make the same mistake I did. Unless you do like it, then, you know, here it is. Told you what it was. I'm reading the description if you like it. And it's kind of just like weird to apply. I mean, it's not like bad. It really actually does a nice job. It's just not personally what I want to do and how I like to apply my blush. So now I'm going to contour my nose. And I'm going to go back in with my Milani bronzer. And I'm just going to take like a little small brush that I have and contour the sides of my nose. And then I also take the same brush and go under my lip. And what this does is make your lips more patty. I already have big lips, but why not enhance them? 'Tis the season for big lips anyway. I do not get my lips injected. I have been asked if I have fillers. Let me tell you, I have had big lips all my life. They've been a curse, and now they're a blessing because I got made fun of in middle school for having big lips. And it was awful. But now it's embracing it. So now my next step is going to be my lips, and I'm just going to take E.L.F. That's how I say it. I don't know. You don't know when it is. And I'm gonna take that. Apply it all over my lips. And I just like to pat this on from my lips. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Just like that. Okay, then I'm gonna take a lip liner, and this is the L'Oreal lip liner in Coral. And I'm just gonna go ahead and line my actual lips because they're big enough to do that. Alright, so now our next thing that I'm going to do is actually going to be, before I even put the lip gloss on top of that, is my under eyes. And again, I'm going to take my Milani palette and taking that burnt orange, I'm going to go ahead and go under my eye. And I'm going to go ahead and take that gold by Milani as well that we used up here. I'm going to go ahead, dip, and go under my eyelid, meeting from my inner tear ducts all the way to connecting with the half of my eye where that orange was. And once I'm happy with that, I'll put it down. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Maybelline mascara one more time. And I'm just going to coat the bottom of my lashes. And now I'm going to go ahead and take my, so this is also where this is not a drugstore item. This is the Becca highlighter in Moonstone. So this is not a drugstore, but I will look for, if this does run out, because I'm not crazy about this, but this has been my second purchase of this item, and it has lasted me for a year, my first one. So once I get done with this one, I will look for a drugstore option and let you guys know what I find. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip this in. So I've been using, and I've been using it for over a year. It is the Tarte Namaste liquid lipstick that dries matte. It sells out all the time, but I luckily got my hands on it. This is a great alternative. It is so close, not identical, but very close in comparison when it's on. So I'm just gonna pat my lips. But anyway, so this is the Milani liquid lipstick that dries matte, and it is in number 10, Adore. And let me just show you guys. Oh, it's so beautiful, and it's not sticky, and I really like this, and I'm going to be buying a lot of Milani liquid lipsticks that are matte, because that's what I'm into. Like, it matches my, lip liner really perfect, and I bought that lip liner a really long time ago. And there you go, like, how pretty is that lip? The lip color is everything, and let me just show you an up-close makeup. I'm like so in your face. So sorry, but I just feel like I'm super far back from you guys, so I feel like you can't get the look, or maybe you can, I'm not sure. This will be like a trial and error type of thing, so work with me, and we'll try to improve if you guys weren't able to see everything to your liking. So this is the final look. I did end up putting on some false lashes. I'm not sure where I bought them from, but I know that they are a drugstore, and I just put two on top of each other. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that this was informative, it helped you guys, and maybe you guys got some ideas on some new products. So yes, thank you so much, guys, and if you have any suggestions for any videos that I should make, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much. You guys are wonderful. Love you. Bye.